All right, guys, it's Tyler and Remy here from Rehab to Fab Designs. So the next thing we're going to be doing to this dresser that I've been working on is putting a transfer on it. This is transfers from Dixie Belle's new Bells and Whistles line. They just came out with this. It includes transfers. They have some Mylar stencils. They have some silk screen stencils and something else I'm forgetting. Oh, decoupage paper, rice paper, and it's something new that they've just come out with. They're really trying to be like a one-stop shop for all your DIY painting needs, and they're doing a fabulous job at it. Their marketing is great, and they have really good products. So this is just some of the newer products that they've come out with. This is called Magnolia Garden. As you can see, it's got some magnolia flowers on here. It's got branches. This has actually got like individual flowers, and not just the flowers, but like it has a stem separate, then it has a flower separate. Same thing over here, has some different stems, some leaves, some flowers. So you can kind of, it gives you the ability to kind of arrange it and put it where you want and place it how you want, so that you have a little more individuality with your piece, so that everybody's not, just because me and 5 other people use the same transfer, our piece may look different because I may have applied mine in different areas. So if you follow my work, you'll know that I don't typically just stick it on as is anyways, even if it's one large sheet that has designs on it. I like to cut it and place it where I want. I like to look at the piece, see how it kind of flows, look at the shape of it, and kind of decide where I want the images to be, and also what kind of movement I want to create by using them. So I do like that it's like this, so you can cut these out and shape them and place them where you want to kind of give it a little bit of individuality. So I have got 2 here that I may use just because, again, I'm going to place them where I want. I've got more if I need them, but we'll see how it goes. I'll show you what these look like. So this is one of the sheets from this transfer. It also has cotton, you guys. It's got like a cotton design. So this is another one. So this is what I was talking about. So it's got the like the branch or stem here. It's got a petal bloom here. It's got a leaf here. It's got more of the blooms here. So you can kind of arrange it how you want and get different looks. This is the one that has cotton stems on it. Really pretty. Same color palette as far as the white and the brown goes, so it all coordinates together. And then the last one it has is more kind of like a solid feel on here. It's like a solid sheet. So you could use this if you had like a nice panel or whatnot, and you could kind of build around it, or like a drawer or whatever. So we'll see about that one. It's really pretty, but I don't know if I'll use it on this one just because I have my would you bin right in the middle. So that may not be the best piece or the best part of the transfer for this individual dresser. But that's it. We're going to get started. If you haven't used any transfers before, they come with, sorry, I'm throwing my stuff. They come with a little rubbing stick. It's kind of like a popsicle stick, or if you're in the medical field, a tongue depressor. And you use this to rub the image off of the paper. So it comes in 3 parts. It has a clear front, which you see here, that has the image printed onto it. And then it has on the back a white piece of paper that is the backing. So the back side of the paper is flat, obviously. The front side of it is shiny, and that allows the transfer to release from that, obviously, because if not, it's going to stick to the paper instead of being able to rub off on your design. So once you get it cut out and get it figured out where you want to put it, you cut your design, and you'll pull the backing off. You stick it to your furniture or your whatever you're using it on. You can put it on mirrors. You can put it on clay pots if you want to decorate like some pots for flowers. Really anything. It's going to stick to most anything. But you'll put it on, and then once you get it on, you'll use your little rubbing stick to rub over it, and that will allow the image to release from the clear plastic here and stick to your furniture, or again, whatever you're putting it on, and then you just kind of peel that off. Sounds kind of crazy, but I'll show you. I'll probably do some of this in real time and then put some in time lapse, because it does take a while with the rubbing and it gets kind of boring. But let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm going to start just by cutting this. I won't do this live on video for a long time because obviously it's kind of boring. But I just want to show you. So you just cut around your design, just like you're in kindergarten, in art class. So this is one piece of a design from this, and then I grabbed some tape, and I'm going to use my tape to just kind of hold this in place. Also, keep in mind where your hardware is going to be. Cut the pieces of your transfer and then use your tape to arrange them in a pattern that you like on your furniture. Using the tape allows you to kind of move it back and forth and kind of change it up. That way you can step back and look at the design and see if you like the flow. And if not, you just move it around and try it in a different area. I'm going to try to get a close-up video like this so you can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as the design rubbing off. And try not to knock my phone over because I had to put it on a small box to get it close enough eye level. So I have no tripod, so y'all cross your fingers, I don't knock it off. Anyhow, I don't know if you can see right here, you can see little small bubbles in that finish, as opposed to this one right here. You do not see those little bubbles. That is because this is already starting to release where I have rubbed it. So again, just using your stick to rub your design. It does take some elbow grease, and you will get a workout with your arm. Your buys and tries will be burning. See the difference here? I don't know if you can see as I'm rubbing it. The color kind of changes. You kind of see like little dots under it, and or the color changes. See right here, this is really white. Now watch. See how that looks different from these now? And that's because it's starting to release from the transfer paper. So right here too, once you start releasing, then it'll change colors again because it starts sticking on your furniture. So I have found that if you lift the transfer, this clear plastic piece, back as you are rubbing over it, it does help it to release better. So if you just rub it and rub it and rub it and try to peel it off, it's going to stick to the plastics in some places. However, if you peel it and kind of lift it off as you're rubbing it, the transfer will come off more easily and stick to this drawer. You just want to be careful when you're doing this and try to not lift too much at a time, because if it lifts too big of a piece, sometimes your transfer will kind of flip back over on itself. So in other words, it will stick to another area of the transfer. And if it does that, when it does lay down on your piece, it's going to be folded, and you can't fix that. And then you're going to have a blemish. So again, here's the clear piece that the design was printed onto, and it's made to lift off easily so that when you rub it, it sticks to your piece. And how pretty is that? And I got lucky because it has no blemishes and no wrinkles, except maybe a little teeny tiny one right there. But it turned out really pretty. So that's it, guys. Simple as that. Apply it where you think you're gonna want to put it. Put some tape to hold your place and start rubbing to get your design to come off your paper and onto your piece. Continue applying your transfer until you get the overall look that you like. You can stack these up and layer them to help create a 3D type effect. I love that this transfer comes in multiple single item pieces. That way you can pick which flower you want to go on what stem. It basically gives you the ability to customize. The Magnolia Garden transfer came with a solid sheet, one image piece in it, and I decided to use it to place on the sides of my drawers, and then one of the smaller pieces to place on the top drawer. And I am loving the way these turned out. It makes a great peekaboo effect just to dress up your drawer sides and add that added interest. Here's what it looks like all finished up. I am loving this new transfer and all the other ones that I've seen from Dixie Belle. If you'd like to order some, you can pick them up through our affiliate link, which I'll drop in the comments or the description under the video if you're watching on YouTube. Be sure and hit the subscribe button and check us out on social media under Rehab to Fab Designs.